Hello and welcome again to another episode of Talking Crypto. Today what I want to talk about is Bitcoin. We're going to do a review of Bitcoin and what are the whales doing. It's been a traumatic start to 2018, so I'm going to review what's been happening in 2018 and see what the whales have been doing. So here we have some data and some information from bitinfocuscharts.com, a website where you can get a list of all the Bitcoin distribution. This is what this chart shows. It shows the wallets and how much money Bitcoins is in each one. As you can see, the balance from 0 to 0.1, there's a lot of addresses, and from the 100,000 to 1 million Bitcoins, there's only 2 addresses. Unfortunately, I'm not one of those 2 addresses, but those are the big power people in there, and you can see the distribution. That's what we're going to go over in the following slide. So there's 1,600 wallets that control 39% of total Bitcoins, and if you look, there's a lot of wallets out there. So a few people have a lot of control. So let's look at the whales. Like I said, there's 1,629 wallets that have more than 1,000 Bitcoins, and I think if you've got more than 1,000 Bitcoins, you're doing pretty well. You can consider yourself a whale. That is 0.01% of total wallets that exist out there. So it's a very, very small amount of people that have this over 1,000 Bitcoins. So that equates to 6,566,361 total Bitcoins and controls 39.14% of all Bitcoins, and a total US value of $48,836,419,358. So again, a big impact on them. Now let's look at one of the 7 dwarfs. These are the little people. Those are the people that have less than 1 Bitcoin in their wallet. And those are, there is 26,348,597 wallets with less than 1 Bitcoin. And that totals for $5,129,850,000 worth of value. It's 4.12% total of the market, and the total Bitcoins of 689,700. So a lot smaller than the whales. So a lot of wallets, but with a lot of small amounts in there. So what's in the middle? Who are the middle people, and what is their influence? And I think this probably applies to a lot of us watching these YouTube channels and learning more about Bitcoins. So there's 687,832 total wallets. It's 3% of the total wallets in existence. It is 9,517,666 total coins. And remember, there's only just over 20 million Bitcoins that are ever going to be made. Total value in US dollars is 70,786,000,000, and it's 56% control of total coins. So that is the lion's share control. So those middle people that own more than 1 but less than 1,000 Bitcoins control 56% of the market. So in 2018, what has been happening? What have the whales been doing? So I had a look on that chart I showed you earlier, and you can go on each individual Bitcoin address and see what they've been up to, and I'd encourage you to do the same. It might help you figure out what kind of trends are happening in the Bitcoin market. So I had a look at the top 10 wallets. What were the top 10 wallets doing in 2018? I saw 334 transactions had taken place. Some of the wallets had done nothing at all in 2018. Some had done quite a few. So I added up the add-in, people were buying and people were selling. And overall, for those top 10 addresses, there was an increase of 6,600 Bitcoins. So they're increasing their stake. I don't think they're panic selling. Some are holding, some are just playing it out, but others have been increasing their stake in the Bitcoin market. So no panic selling from the whales. Maybe something we should follow. So who has the biggest influence on the market? Whales own 39% of the coins in the discussed. The top 10 wallets, they're accumulating. They're holding and accumulating. The middle group own 57%, which is probably like a lot of us, we're in that middle group. So what are What are they doing? That's supposed to say, what are you doing? What are you doing with your share of the Bitcoins? Are you panic selling? Are you holding? How are you influencing the market? What can you do to make sure that the price goes up? So one of the things people do is hold. There's riskier things you can do, is like you can sell and try to buy back at a cheaper. That's a risky thing to do. But holding seems to be the go-to thing. Ride this out. So I know there's a lot of negative things we're seeing. I've seen the value of my portfolio drop immensely in 2018, but you can't stress about it too much. You've got to think positive. And one of the videos I've seen recently on YouTube that's given me some hope and some positive thinking about this is a video by Cliff High. And he has a YouTube channel called Talk to Cliff High. And Cliff High will, and you can see by the picture there, Cliff High, Bitcoin will reach 64K by April 2018. So that might give you incentive to hold on to your coins. And I encourage you to, after watching this video, go and search out Cliff High, talk to Cliff High, watch his video. It's 9 minutes long, and you can see why he predicts that the 64K will happen in 2018 by April. That's not too far away. So again, thank you for joining me on another episode of Talking Crypto. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed to the channel already, I would appreciate it if you subscribe. And again, until next time, happy crypto hunting.